I guess I'll be getting an upgrade. Share. Copy link.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Okay, so my game's like really laggy.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard
Playing
line.
my franchise game.
Now Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I guess the best thing you can do is...
he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
Yes, the best thing you can do is get that Odell. I don't think you can do anything else after that.
He's got Adams on the hookup.
Yeah.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up
my team doesn't want to play defense.
Ever red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
I'm playing the Packers.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
It's not letting me join.
Just inside the 10.
The broadcast?
And they corral him just a couple yards
Because there is
shy of
someone
the
in
end
the
zone.
stream.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
The one fucking play where I gave up 56 yards while I'm talking to the guy. It's 3rd and something.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point.
Did you guys claim your Twitch reward?
Now after the
Did you get a
touchdown,
free
here's
elite player
Crosby
pack?
to kick it away.
I don't got Twitch like that.
Oh. Because you get a free elite player pack and you get 2 jerseys.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard
I had
line.
to close that.
Yeah, the one thing that's nice, I got 2 other wide receivers now. Other than Tyreek Hill, so I got Aguilar and all them now.
1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, I'm ready.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I still can't believe I do drafted Baker.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Flush to his right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
That's what we get for having Dustin on off.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable.
Hey
and
guys,
you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. instead didn't go their way, did it?
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They're now about 14-7.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 87 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught, Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one. Before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
God damn, my Tyreek already has 4 touchdowns already.
And the lead is now 21-14.
21-14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
He got lucky on his 1 touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes us 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. He wants it all, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Pushes over him. Be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. Yeah. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
Yellow, I'm the blue lady. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to end. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected.
What are you getting mad for, Dustin?
That may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Aaron Lynch make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Neil Freeman. Neil Freeman.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Who you guys got?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Who's your running back?
Mahomes now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Powerful, man.
Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. First down, a run with Hyde. Hyde, a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, running right, it's Hyde. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got 50. Hey, you block over here.
50, Max 50. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
Right now.
That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I'm playing the Packers.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple.
Yeah, I'm seeing them. And now I'm throwing freaking pick. I'm ridiculous.
Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes and just continue to mount.
If you want, you don't want me to throw picks.
At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think
38, 22.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I threw a pick six
Hitchens,
for the dick around.
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Rodgers open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
Alright, I gotta play for real.
Geronimo Allison.
I gotta play for real
his
now.
first touchdown on the year. As they are able
By
to
me
cut
giving up
into
those
that
2
lead.
dick around touchdowns,
Well,
I put him right back in the
steps had to
game.
happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's checking crack. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now. He's checking.
Again, it's high. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
They try and send some more buster shit.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
26.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches
Yeah,
between
I think
the ears.
I lucked out when my trade with him to get me my foundation because his contract is up and I don't want to re-sign him.
Coordinator, quarterbacks coach, maybe
So I got 2 draft picks out of
that's
him.
who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run it again with Hyde. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra
Hey, I
point
think
up
you could
and
have
through.
Fuller.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hey, I offered him my
This will be
corner. He's
taken
an 89
short.
overall. But he would have to sign him.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
My corner?
The best part about it is just seeing how teams battle.
Trying to get like a replacement corner, like a lower overall, and some draft picks.
But they still competed until the final whistle.
Trades.
So for the Chiefs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season.
Kendall
And
Fuller,
they'll get to
he's an
stay home
89 with
again
star.
next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggle.
Let me check. He's 24 years old. Yeah, he's... I'm looking at draft picks, actually. He wants a 45.9 mil contract for 5 years. That's what he wants. What really hurt me is freaking...
Nope. Nope. Luck's about to retire on our league. They all started bitching, so Dustin had to change his age, so we don't get to use him no more. I told him to suck a fucking dick.
Yeah, right now I'm literally just trying to get draft picks out of him for this year. Well, my Tyreek Hill took all my cap this year. Because freaking the man wanted a freaking $100 million contract. Ugh.
What's up, bro? Yeah. What's up? What'd you say? He set up his own contract? Yeah, Richard Sherman does that. Richard Sherman does that shit.
Is anyone wanting a wide receiver? Because I have Sammy Watkins out trade. Draft picks? That works. He has 2 years left on his contract. Sammy Watkins for a good old secondary.
What team you got?
Yeah. Alright. Because he's a star wide receiver and he's just chilling on my bench. Do we have it on our our group page? Announcement, alright. Because is that telling me to sign in whenever I go to something else? Alrighty. Man 20, announcement. Daddy League. Click. Chiefs. Early 3rd round pick is what it said. If you click on the thing, click on the Chiefs, and then announcements. Oh, click on my Kansas City Chiefs as number 2. Then scroll down, it should say Sammy Watkins.
Dustin, did you get rid of that superstar, Odell?
Well, they didn't show Tyreek Hill that I just re-signed. Because Tyreek Hill is actually my most expensive contract. For a 2nd round. Said an early 3rd. Early 3rd, late 2nd. Damn.
Shit talking ass motherfucker.
Yeah, this. Yeah, this year. Or I have Nelson Aguilar. I'm not sure which one you would want more, Watkins or Aguilar. It probably didn't update, but I have him. He's on my team. He's an 84. Started development, 26 years old. With his one more year left on his contract. He has 91 speed. For Watkins. Alrighty. Alright, I'll take a third for Watkins. I could handle that. Do you want to post it in the Madden page? Alrighty. In last game, my freaking halfback dislocated his ankle. He's out 8 weeks. Watkins or Aguilar? Star? Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna add
Yeah, because I gotta build my picks back up. Because I'm trying to get some rookies out of this draft. God damn, Garrett has hella picks. He has 3 second rounds, a third, and a first. That's crazy. Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
We're complaining about Honors Council.
Oh.
How'd game go?
What?
How'd your game go?
I won. Duke is.
That's what's up. That's not big.
Duke is. You want chippies?
I actually brought down some trail mix. So if you would like to look at those and we can share those,
Or,
I'm chill with that.
or dry Syrah.
You brought the cookie cereal! Oh my gosh! You brought the cookie cereal I like!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I will have peaches. No, wait for your chips. These are mine. I'm done.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat cookies. Are you still in there?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, actually they can.
Hello, folks.